why you should do fellowships, but I'm going to tell you about the practical aspects. So if right now, after going home, if you want to apply, then what you should do and how you should go about it. So the basic difference between the US and UK and the Europe is that in different countries you will have different protocols. You do not have to go through the exam. So there are a lot of people. So when I was in my final year of MS, I always knew that I'm going to do an arthroscopy fellowship, but I did not have any orthopedic background. So I don't know how to go about it. So in such situations, when you really don't have any memberships, or you don't want to go ahead with the memberships of the association, and you have not prepared for the MLE or any MRCS, and you want to go and do an abroad fellowship, then Central Europe and premier countries like Germany, Austria, France, Italy, Spain have a lot of fellowships which you can directly apply and go for. However, there is no standardization, there is no straight single way to apply for these fellowships. And you should understand that if you are going for a fellowship in Central Europe, then it is more about achieving experience rather than a structured learning and or a job or a work experience. So you should set your goals very clear right from the beginning. So how do you apply? So if you have just passed your MS examination and you are aspiring arthroscopy surgeon and you want to apply, then there are different ways in which you can go about it. First is a blanket application. So in Europe, as Aditya very well put forth, you can actually apply directly to the institutes or directly to the surgeons on their personal email IDs. You can find them online also. You can find them from the articles, and then you can apply. So start applying. Don't think about what you are going to get or who is going to revert you or who is going to call you, because if you'll have to work with the probability. So if you apply 100 applications, then maybe you'll get 10 replies and you will be able to go to 2 or 3 places if you directly apply on the email IDs. Okay, so the other way is to know it from your immediate senior. So I'll take one by one through a letter of recommendation and through developing contacts through conferences. So as I said, like, you have to right away start applying if you want to go for a fellowship, and you'll really not be sure from where you will get an reply. Once you get a reply, you can think about whether you will be proceeding with this or whether this particular fellowships meet your requirement or not, and then decide. So if you get multiple rewards, then you are at benefit, because then you can choose which fellowship is going to help you more in the long term. So in the most important, as again Aditya mentioned this particular point, the most important part of the expense is your accommodation. And since all these fellowships will not pay you, then it's easier to choose the fellowship if you have an accommodation provided. There are a lot of hospitals or tertiary hospitals that will provide you accommodation either free, or they can provide you at a subsidized rate. So always make sure that you ask for it. So other thing is facilitating through the immediate seniors, your friends, colleagues who have already been there. So he's one of my colleagues, Dr. Sumit. So when I was there, I was in good communication with the bosses and the staff over there, and that is how I could push my friends inside through the fellowships after my tenure. So you'll also be able to get a lot of knowledge through a lot of groups. So if you have just passed out, you should join the groups, and there are a lot of knowledge available on the groups regarding how to go about application for your fellowships. So this is the way I got my fellowships. If you are working with your boss, you should have a good cordial relationship. This is the easiest way to reach Europe. So if you get a letter of recommendation, or if your boss has friends over there, then you can actually get there through the shortest way. One thing you should understand is, again, this was mentioned in one of the lectures, that you have to keep the standards of the fellowship, because if you go there and if you behave very well, then they'll be more than happy to welcome your colleagues and the next following fellows. In Germany, there was one very good fellowship which used to offer payment for the fellows, which stopped because of some of the ruckus that was created. So you make sure that once you go there, you keep good standards, you have good communication with the people, and then maybe you can help your colleagues go there for longer period of times. Things to note when you're applying for a visa. This is also very important because I have friends who have applied for fellowships, got their fellowships, did their bookings, did their stay, paid for it, and when they applied for visa, their visa got rejected. So in Europe, make sure that you don't mention about operating or assisting. Although you will be assisting there, you may also get to operate if you are really good at your work, but you never mention that when you are applying for the visa. And also you can take visa from different countries because Europe, it's a common visa and you have to do a little bit of your homework before you apply for the visa. So what you should practically expect when you go there. Okay, so since we don't know the local languages, most of us, and we are not giving any exams for learning the local languages, it is going to be mainly an operative work or the OT work that you're going to learn there. And definitely, I mean, I was not able to communicate with the patients over there, though I had learned German, but then I was not able to communicate because of the accent. So you are going to learn mainly what you should be doing in your operation theatre. And basically in Europe, the people are very friendly, but it is up to you how you develop your rapport with them. Once they are, friends with you, then they will be more than happy to teach you. They'll even teach you the finer aspects once they know that you are interested. So doctors and junior surgeons, as mentioned, they are able to communicate in English. Professors, most of the times they are traveling to different parts of the world and there is no barrier in communication. Teaching is definitely based on your interaction. It is not a structured program most of the time. So it is how you communicate with your professor, how much is your knowledge, how much is your sincerity, and if you show that, then you will be able to get more out of it. So basically it broadens the horizon of your thought process. If you see, there are a lot of centers in Europe, like this was my center, it's a sports clinic from Stuttgart, and they used to do around 30 to 35 cases per day. So arthroscopy cases per day. That was the amount of work that was available. So how they manage their cases and how they go about doing all this work. So this is very important to learn, and that is definitely going to help you in the long term for what you should expect after coming back. So it gives an inspiration to think far-fetched and set high standards in your practice, and makes you realize the need for constant upgradation, because arthroscopy has been upgrading every 1 year, 2 years. You'll find that the things change and new things, new devices are coming, new concepts are coming. So you need to constantly upgrade in order to be on par with the best. And it helps you a bit in more comprehensive surgeon that you want to be. You don't want to be an average person, you have to be something more than that. So the best part of Europe is you can travel across when you're free there. They don't work on Saturdays, Sundays, and it makes the stay very enjoying. So I thank you all for the patient hearing, and believe me, if you want to go to Europe, it's a very good place to go, and it's very easy as compared to others. And you can start applying today, and there is a good chance that you will get a fellowship out there. Thank you.